Menu narration option is set to off.
Home field advantages go in the playoffs. There are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out in Power Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And to no one's surprise here. Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mixon will try the right side. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And when this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 45 for Mike. Better. Don't let it breathe, defense. Shift.
Here's Wilson. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now it's Mixon running right, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second and 8.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, alert. Check, 45 to Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 45, Mike, 45. You can't block me. You can't block me.
A handoff to Mixon. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3.
Hey, watch it. Hey, zero. Gun.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Brought down now by a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert, that's complete to the tight end, Everett. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. First down, it's Herbert. Under pressure, and he'll go down. The second one will be the final play of this first quarter. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. On that last play, that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is brought in at the 21. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Now a give, right side. Mixon. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he gets this up past the 30. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to seal. We got to seal. We got to seal. Record. Nine the mark. 19. I'm coming after you. 19.
Now Joe Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's a give to Mixon. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
45, Mike, 45. Here we go. 45. Mike, 45. Hey, zero. Let's go, defense.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. Oh, he breaks another. And some room to maneuver. 20, 10. It's over. Let's go again. He's a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Herbert on first down now. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. To the air again, Herbert. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
This offense was on the move. No two straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. Space to run past the 20. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, Herbert. Forced out to his left. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So on fourth down, on comes the Charger kicker, Chase McLaughlin. And his kick is indeed good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
At the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Single. Hey, watch 28. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Right. 45 to Mike. 45. Alert. We own this.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veteran.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They push it back 8 yards and time on second down.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them the 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it at around the 40. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. At the line, ready to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
115 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
The Chargers 46-yard line.
Second down and 4.
That's right, baby. Deeper. Good.
Once again, they run with Mixon. Running right through him. And he's got this down to the 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They come up on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Mixon. Oh, heck of a move. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, Brandon. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Completes this out left to Ruggs. 7 yards the pickup there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
14, got it. Go down. Good.
Now a give right side. Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Well. 45 to Mike. Watch the run. 25. SOS.
And now with the play clock getting down, Kevin Stefanski going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Again, it's Mixon. Someone's been having a good game so far. You know something? Rob has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 45 to Mike. 45. Further.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 2 now, second and goal. Mixon. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Denver score. Touchdown Mixon. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Well, that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 17-3.
17. Chargers 3.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. He sets to fire deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Let's go. 45.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. I don't even know why. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. False start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Go. 45's the mark. Target. Check out right there. Good out right there. Good left.
Again, it's Mixon. Fighting his way through contact. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Man, 188 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Hey, work. Go down. Good. Banjo.
Mixon will try the right side. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
2nd and 10.
14, run it. What we got? You look.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 210 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Mixon with a first down carry. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Go down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this down to the 10.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to give a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Oh, boy, you're into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Joe Mixon saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Makes the score Broncos 24, Chargers 3.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short after the income. Completion on 1st down. It's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Herbert on 3rd down now. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Going deep here for Allen. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Sliding out of the pocket. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
Wilson wants to throw it. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's caught inside the 20. All the way home for the Broncos score. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let him a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, unbelievably better, folks, than 80 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Simply incredible. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they act.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Flushed out right. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Check, 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 check. Hey, 0, 0, 0. Switch, switch. 14, 14.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
14, 14.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Breaks a tackle. And a disappointing way to close out the season. Got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.